This crisis, Forest, is it getting enough attention around the world? You know, there's so many crises around the world. We know that the Middle East gets a lot of attention, but is a crisis in South Sudan getting a lot of attention? Obviously, people like yourself now focusing attention on this new and young country will bring attention, but is that enough?
I mean, it's difficult because I think there's a lot of conflicts and crises that are going on around the world, and I don't want to try to say this area needs more attention than that one. But certainly within the African continent, there's a lot of conflict that is going on in different areas, and people tend to lump that all together into one, as if it were one country as opposed to one continent, with more countries inside of it than any continent in the world. And with the conflicts being quite different in all the different regions. And I think as a result of that lumping, we've found in the West that there have not been specific stories that are being brought out, and not enough specific stories being brought out so that people can understand them and respond to them, because the things that are occurring there do affect us. And until we really understand them, I don't think people can take a stance on trying to help move them forward towards peace or whatever that situation may be.
Now, as you pointed out earlier on, hundreds of millions of dollars have been raised, but what more can or should the international community be doing?
I think they have to not give up hope. I mean, I've had a lot of different meetings there with the cabinet, with the ambassadors from the different countries and stuff, and I know there's a frustration because everyone sees that this is a man-made war that is not necessary. And I think, but what we have to do is not lose our focus on making sure that we move the country towards peace. And during that process, there has to be humanitarian aid to a lot of the different people in the country who are suffering because of the conflict and the crisis. So we can't lose sight of that, and they have to keep that movement forward, and also recognize that from that humanitarian aid, that there are pieces of development that are moving the country forward, and so that the efforts to help people move out of this painful situation also is moving them into hopefully a better situation for the future. So that would be my plea to the community, is to continue to support what's going on, to continue to support the peace process, to put pressure on those individuals who are negotiating for peace, to make sure that they actually come to the table and actually try to find a solution to what's going on. The international community has to do that in order to find some resolution, in order for the country itself to continue on a path towards peace.